What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another album of the month, this time for February of 2023, and I'm so excited to announce that it is, again, the Jonestown Massacre, who I just did a review of not even 9 months ago for Fire Doesn't Grow on Trees back in June of 22. Now they have a brand new album called The Future Is Your Past, and it almost feels like a sequel to that album, very similar in sound, which if you're a fan of the Jonestown Massacre, you know that they do have kind of a samey sound throughout their entire, I guess, 30 plus year career now. Anton Newcomb being just really the main player and songwriter. But, you know, their sound is very 60s influenced, indie rock, psychedelic, all kind of mixed in one. And it's just kind of a breath of fresh air, honestly, in this current climate where most rock music is either trying too hard to be like progressive rock and trying to reinvent the wheel, or just not that good. And to be honest with you, this is just really good old-fashioned rock and roll, especially if you're a lover of 60s and 70s rock like I am. Obviously, Anton is as well. And just the wall of sound production that you hear on songs like The Light Is About to Change, which is just all out rock. And I love the way that Anton plays lead guitar because, no offense to Anton, but it's almost like simplistic enough to where you feel like if you're a novice guitar player, you might be able to play it as well. And the chord changes are very simple, but it's catchy. You can't help but, you know, tap your foot and rock your head out to it. Maybe even put your teeth out like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And then that goes into my other favorite song on the album, Fudge, which is a little bit more of a slow burn the way it starts out, which he's got some great lyrics in the beginning. I'm paraphrasing here. It's kind of like, wake up, you've been asleep for all of your life. I don't know if he was singing to himself or to the audience. Either way, very engaging, and it just kind of, you know, like the last album, like I said, this is kind of a sequel to that in many ways, and there's a lot of just hopeful lyrics throughout here, even though there's a little bit of just kind of the world around us, you know, the political stuff and war, and you can just tell by the album cover, it's got a little bit of that going on. And, you know, obviously he doesn't want us to repeat our past. So that's a very clever title. But towards the end of the album, it starts to get a little, not like, samey is not necessarily a bad thing, but the tempo tends to slow down a little bit. Aside from the penultimate track, Your Mind Is My Cafe, which is another great kind of upbeat, jangly tune. But for that reason, I wouldn't give this like an 8 or above. I'd give this, if I had to give it a grade right now, a very strong 7 out of 10. I've listened to it multiple times now, and each time it seems to grow on me. Even songs like Cross-Eyed Gods, which is just very slow in the beginning, and he's really just kind of leaning into that baritone in a way that might not do it for some people, but the more you hear it, the more you enjoy it. It's just something about Anton Newcomb, his songwriting, his overall vibe that throughout the years has just always been great. And if you've seen, I know I've mentioned this on the last review, but if you've seen the documentary Dig, you can really get a sense of where this guy came from, and man, he's been through a lot, and just to see him just continuing to make great music here and do it, you know, just within the same year is just incredible. So more power to him. Keep those albums coming. And yeah, it's his 20th album at this point, the Jonestown Massacre. So we'll see where they go from here, but another winner. And thank you guys so much for watching Johnny Radio, where we're always discovering and rediscovering great music. We got album reviews, top 5s every Friday, so much more. Thank you for watching, and as always, Viva la vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.